Despite the shaman's ritual, Malik couldn't shake the power of the artifact. The more he tried to resist its hold, the stronger his desire to possess it became. He felt like he was losing control again, and the clarity he had felt after the ritual was slipping away. Malik knew that he needed to do something before it was too late. He decided to seek out the shaman once more and ask for his advice. When he found the shaman, he told him about the resurgence of his desires and how he felt like he was losing himself once more. The shaman listened carefully and then said, "Malik, the power of the artifact is strong, but so is the power within you. You have the strength to resist its hold, but you must also have the wisdom to know when to let go. The artifact may seem like the key to your happiness, but it is not. It is only a trap that will lead you down a path of destruction." Malik knew that the shaman was right. He had been so consumed by his desire for the artifact that he had lost sight of what was truly important. He knew that he needed to find a way to break free from its hold once and for all. Nevertheless, despite his determination to let go of the artifact, his mind and spirit continued to crave its power. Malik could not resist the temptation of the artifact any longer. The desire to possess it consumed him, and he became determined to steal it. As he waited for the right moment, he watched the artifact closely, studying its every move. One night, when the moon was full and the stars shone bright, Malik snuck into the sacred temple. He was careful not to make any noise as he crept towards the artifact. His heart was pounding with excitement as he reached out and took hold of the object of his desire. As soon as he held it, he felt a strange energy coursing through his body. He was filled with a sense of power and invincibility, and he knew that he would never be the same again. He stole the artifact and made his way back to his room. As he sat there, holding the artifact in his hands, he felt a strange presence in the room. It was as if someone or something was watching him. He felt a chill run down his spine, and he knew that he had to be careful. He could not let anyone know that he had stolen the artifact. Malik spent the next few days experimenting with the artifact's power. He could feel the energy emanating from it and the strange sensations it created in his body. He was fascinated by the object and felt that he could never let it go. He was addicted to the artifact and needed it to feel complete. However, he soon realized that the artifact was not just a source of power, but also a curse. As he delved deeper into its secrets, he discovered that the artifact had a dark side, and its power came at a great cost. Malik was now trapped in a dangerous game, and he did not know how to escape. As the days went on, Malik's behavior became more erratic. He started to neglect his personal hygiene, his health, and his relationships. He would spend all day and night experimenting with the artifact, trying to unlock its secrets and gain more power. He barely ate, slept, or left his room, becoming a shell of his former self. His friends and family began to notice his strange behavior and became concerned. They tried to talk to him, but he was distant, evasive, and unresponsive. He was too consumed by the artifact to pay attention to anything else. As the weeks passed, Malik started to experience vivid hallucinations. He would see strange visions of other worlds and realities, and he felt like he was losing his grip on reality. He started to become paranoid, thinking that people were after him and the artifact, and that he was the only one who could keep it safe. One night, Malik heard a knock on his door. He immediately panicked, thinking that someone had come to take the artifact away from him. He hid it in a secret compartment under his bed and opened the door. It was his grandmother's friend, the shaman, who had warned him about the dangers of the artifact. The shaman looked at him with concern and asked to come in. Malik hesitated, but finally let him in. The shaman looked around the room and noticed that Malik had been neglecting himself and his surroundings. He then asked about the artifact, and Malik lied, saying that he didn't know anything about it. The shaman was wise, and he could sense that Malik was lying. He confronted him, and Malik broke down, confessing that he had stolen the artifact and was now trapped in its power. The shaman listened patiently, and when Malik was finished, he told him that he had to return the artifact to the temple and confess his crime to the elders. Malik was afraid of what would happen to him if he did as the shaman said, but he knew that he had no other choice. He packed the artifact and headed to the temple, feeling both ashamed and relieved. He met with the elders and confessed his crime, asking for their forgiveness. The elders listened to Malik's confession, and they could sense the remorse in his voice. They forgave him, but they also warned him that he had been foolish to think that he could control the power of the artifact. They told him that the artifact was not something to be taken lightly, and that its power was meant to be respected and revered. Despite Malik's attempts to return the artifact, something extraordinary occurred. As he handed the artifact over to one of the village leaders, a sudden and immense thunderstorm struck the area. The lightning was so intense that it lit up the entire sky, and the ground shook beneath Malik's feet. Suddenly, he felt himself being pulled into the artifact, and he was transported through a tunnel, unsure of where he was going or what would happen next. The shaman and the village elders watched in terror as Malik disappeared into the artifact. They could feel the immense power emanating from the object and knew that something was amiss. As they scrambled to find a safe place to take cover, they could hear strange sounds and feel the ground rumbling beneath them. Moments later, the storm dissipated as quickly as it had arrived, and the shaman and the elders cautiously emerged from their hiding place. They looked around, hoping to see Malik, but he was nowhere to be found. They searched the area for hours, but there was no sign of him. As time passed, rumors began to circulate about Malik's disappearance. Some villagers claimed that he had been swallowed up by the artifact and taken to another world, while others whispered that he had been punished for his obsession and greed. Despite their different theories, everyone in the village agreed on one thing. Malik's disappearance was a mystery that would never be solved. The land of Africa has always been known for its mysteries and legends, and the disappearance of young Malik only adds to the lore.